Gita session.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna
Dandavat
Mataji,
Pranam to everybody
Hare
assembled.
Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna everyone. Let us take the
Hare Krishna
blessings
Mataji.
on Sheshadripuram deities over here. Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki jai, Nitai Ga Chaitanya ki jai, Vamnadev ki jai, Parshuram Bhagavan ki jai, Giri Govardhan ki jai, Panchatattva ki jai. Srila Prabhupada Dev ki jai. Om Ajnanatimisya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chaturmitena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishta Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavade Atyadeshatari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nanda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we are going to see chapter 3.42. Yeah. Indriyani Paranyaho Indriyebyah Param Mana Manasas Para Buddhir Yo Buddhe Paratastu Saha Indriyani Paranyahor Indriyebyah Param Mana Manasastu Para Buddhir Yo Buddhe Paratastu Saha. The working senses are superior to dull matter. Mind is higher than the senses. Intelligence is still higher than the mind. And he, the soul, is even higher than the intelligence. Mataji's Prabhu, anybody can read this one more time? Yeah, Ganesh Prabhu, can you read it, please?
Indriyani Paranitu Indriya Param Manaha Manasastu Para Buddhi Ya Buddhi Partastusaha. The working senses are superior to dull matter's mind is higher than the senses. Intelligence is still higher than the mind. And he, the soul, is even higher than the intelligence. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice. Yeah. So Krishna here, actually, in this whole chapter, he's just talking about how to conquer the lust. And here, in this, the easy way he has given us, easy way. So here, what is he saying here? Indriyani paranyahur. So the senses or all the working senses are all superior to the dull matter. And then indriyebhya param mana. So mind is higher than the senses, and then higher than the mind is manasastu parabuddhir. Intelligent is still higher than these two. The senses, the mind. Then comes the intelligence. And after that, he says, Yo buddheha paratas tusaha. Everything on top of everything is the intelligent is still higher than, and then on top of everything is even higher than the intelligence is the soul. So Krishna is saying like the easiest way is to regulate the senses. That is like, if that is being regulated, he says everything falls in place. That is the easiest way, he says. So the hierarchy here is like this: the dull matter, all the sense objects are there, and above the sense objects comes the senses, and above the senses comes the mind. And all these sense objects, senses are all controlled by the intelligence. And on top of that, in the hierarchy, is the spirit soul. This is the hierarchy. So yes, we, the living entity, the soul, we are on the top. So how Krishna is saying that senses to control to regulate the senses are easy. So let us dive deep into this. Lust is reserved within the body, but it is given vent through the senses. Therefore, the senses are superior to the body as a whole, right? Like the senses are all acting, are all used as an instruments for the desires, whatever, for the lusty desires, whatever we have in us, right? Like inside the body. So these senses are used as the instrument. Krishna says senses are not, if the senses are not used for the lusty desires, when they are engaged, if the senses are all engaged in Krishna consciousness, then it means that the senses are all in control. But how to achieve that, right? So let us just see more. In Krishna consciousness, the soul makes the direct connection with the supreme personality of Godhead. So in the hierarchy, the topmost is the super soul, right? Topmost on top of the spirit soul is the super soul. When the spirit soul makes the connection with the super soul, then all the things which are in the hierarchy below the spirit soul, what are all the intelligence, mind, below the mind is the sense, and below the sense are the sense objects, right? All these things falls in place. When does that happen? When the spirit soul tries to make a connection with the super soul. Both the spirit soul and the super soul are residing in the heart, right? In the heart. So when that spirit soul is trying to make the connection with the super soul, um, here Krishna says everything falls in place. So how to avoid, like to any sense objects, to avoid any sense objects, it is not easy, right? We cannot avoid any of the sense objects which is going around us. And then like senses, can we just stop saying like we cannot eat, we cannot talk, we cannot? No, it cannot be done. Senses are there to do to do those activities, right? So but how it should be done, that is the question here. The senses cannot be stopped. If that is stopped, like what happens, like we are not doing anything, just ideally sitting there, that cannot be done also. So and then after that, controlling the mind. Can we control the mind? Like after the senses on top is the mind. Can we control the mind? How is it happening? Mind can be controlled. Even when we are sleeping, we are in very deep sleep also. Mind is not controlled, right? Mind is very active all the time. We are getting dreams and everything. How is it happening? That is because of the mind. So definitely, mind is not also, like it is also not controlled. And on top of the intelligence, the determination, the right determination should be there. Then that is said as the controlled intelligence. So, but when the senses are all doing like this, the intelligence is also not perfect. It is so difficult to control the intelligence also. So now senses cannot be controlled, mind cannot be controlled. It is always very active. On top of the mind, intelligence cannot be controlled, and only hope now is the spirit soul. So let us see. Prabhupada says very nicely here. The only hope for this is the spirit soul. If therefore the soul is directly engaged with the Supreme, naturally all other subordinates, namely the intelligence, mind, and senses, will be automatically engaged. So, it is very clear the soul should be engaged in the service of Krishna all the time. When the soul is making that connection with the super soul and engaged in the service of Krishna, automatically everything in the hierarchy, the intelligence, mind, and senses, everything will be controlled here very nicely. And also Prabhupada says here, if therefore the mind is directly engaged, yeah, in the engaged service of Lord constantly, then there is no chance that the senses will become engaged in other things. Definitely, right? Like when the mind is engaged, then there is no chance for the senses to be engaged in something else. For example, like when the mind is engaged in the service of the Lord, when the mind is always thinking about the Lord's service, so automatically the sense is something like the eyes or the legs or the hands, like what will those senses look for? Oh, let us go to the temple, let us take the darshan of the Lord, let us do some service, let us clean the temple, or whatever is applicable, right, in the service of the Lord. So that's how the senses also act. It all depends on the mind. There the mind has to be controlled, in the sense the mind has to be in the Krishna consciousness. That's what Prabhupada also insists here. If the mind is engaged in the transcendental service of the Lord, then there is no chance of being engaged in the lower propensities. Therefore, directly understanding the constitutional position of the soul is the solution of the whole problem. So therefore, the whole problem is solved only. The hope is here the spirit soul, the living entity. When the living entity is constantly thinking about the service of the Lord, when it tries to make the connection. So where does that happen? The intelligence should work very nicely. The intelligence should be sharpened very nicely. When the intelligence is working very nicely, then it is understood that I am not this body, I am the spirit soul, and I am part and parcel of Krishna, and I have an eternal relationship with Krishna. So this is the understanding when the intelligent is sharpened. When the intelligent is so sharp and that comes in control, automatically the mind comes in control. The mind is the king of all senses, right? The senses are all said like serpents, right? Shastra says all the senses are like the serpents. The mind, being the king of all these serpents, will control when the intelligence acts very sharp. So the intelligence is controlled, thereby the mind also gets controlled, and because of the mind, all the senses are also controlled. So how to make the intelligence sharp here? How is the intelligence, like the determined thinking and everything, how is the intelligence made sharp here? Yes, the soul should get connected with the super soul, but the intelligence being sharpened in the sense, like every day reading the shastras, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and then hearing to the great lecture of acharyas, all these things, engaging in the devotional service, these are the ways where the intelligence becomes sharpened. And when that intelligence becomes sharpened, automatically the strong mind, which is very strong, right, like the strong mind also turns into the service of Krishna, which in turn all the senses are also regulated to the service of Krishna. Senses are like poisonous snakes. When all the senses, when all the senses are being controlled, it is being said here that it is like breaking the teeth of the snakes with a broken tooth, like a broken fangs, it seems. So there's no more poison in it. It is just like there. The snakes are there. So when everything is controlled, all the senses are also controlled, and it is no more poisonous. It is no more poisonous. It is no more an instrument for all the lust, right? It is no more an instrument for that. It is an instrument for the service of the Lord, where the intelligence thinks very smartly and makes the mind to do it, and mind gives the instruction to the senses to work in Krishna consciousness. So it is the senses becomes no more poisonous, and those are like pets almost. It is just like pet, all the snake pets lying there, but it is used in the service of Krishna. That's why Krishna says here to control, here especially controlling senses is very easy. So the key is the soul. When the when the spirit soul makes a connection with the super soul, then automatically the intelligence works perfectly and the mind works perfectly, and senses are all come under control. So the main key thing here is the soul has to engage in the service of the Lord by realizing the various aspects of the spirituality. When that is being done by the soul, then the intelligence becomes strong, mind also becomes strong, and the senses are all under control here. So finally, Prabhupada says here, if by intelligence one engages one's mind in Krishna consciousness by complete surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then automatically mind becomes stronger. And even though the senses are very strong like serpents, they will be no more effective than serpents with broken fangs. So they are all no more poisonous snakes. They are all acting like a pets for us, like just doing the work, whatever we make them to do in the Krishna service. And it is very easy to speak, right? Controlling mind, controlling intelligence, maybe just for yeah, but how are we going to do it practically? How is it possible practically? There is any chance here? Because senses are it is very very tough to control, and on top of that, mind, it is more and more tough to control. But how it is possible here, which is very very easy to talk. The fact is, we are all uncontrollable, right? Like everything is uncontrolled. The only thing Prabhupada says here is the soul is the master of intelligence and mind, and senses also, still, unless it is strengthened by association. The key factor here is the association with Krishna in Krishna consciousness. There is every chance of falling down due to the agitated mind. The mind is very strong, and as strong as the senses. So at any time one can fall down. So the key thing here, what we have to understand, is the association of sadhus and pure devotees. So what happens here, like when we associate with the pure devotees and the sadhus, what will happen? We will come in contact with Krishna consciousness. That will make us that will increase our inspiration. uh, we'll get more inspired, and we will be so strong in our Krishna conscious. So here, there is another quote also from Srimad Bhagavatam, fourth canto, 4.30.35. Here, Narada is asking Krishna, Swami, where do you reside? Which is the place you reside? So Krishna is saying, Naham Tishtanti Vaikunta. I don't reside in Vaikunta. Yoginam Hridayeshu va. I don't reside in the yogi's heart also. Tatra Trishtami Narada, where I reside is Narada, Yatra Gayanti Madbhakta, where all my devotees come together and sing my glories and chant. That is the place where I reside. So that strong is devotees association. We have to be in that association. When we are in that association, we get very strong in Krishna conscious, and we get very 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 much inspired. The devotees association is very very important, because the devotees, pure devotees, make the pilgrimage place also pious. So that strong they are. When we have that association with pure devotees, sadhus, then we get more inspired for being close to Krishna. And automatically, when we are close to Krishna, when we have that Krishna consciousness, then everything works, everything falls on place, right? The spirit soul is making connection, trying to make connection with the super soul. When we are in association, when that connection is happening, then what tries to become sharp. It wants to hear more about Krishna, reading shastras, listening to Bhagavad Gita, learning Bhagavatam. All these things happens when the intelligence becomes sharpened. Mind gets controlled. Mind knows now how to serve Krishna, what to do, and mind gets engaged in Krishna consciousness, and it makes the senses, everything, to be controlled and work in Krishna conscious and completely. Finally, the whole surrender happens there. So, the very key important factor here is the soul. That was the topic for the day. And this is a very nice shloka here. Krishna says to regulate the senses are the easiest when compared to anything. When those senses are regulated, everything falls in place. Thank you, Mataji's and Prabhu's. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo vicha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha anantakoti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Any doubts and comments, please welcome. Thank you, Anandrupa Prabhu, for giving me this great opportunity. Thank you. Hare Krishna.